and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, everybody, thanks so much for joining us right here on The Right View. Tonight, we're joined by retired Los Angeles County Fire Captain and owner of Fireman's Brew Coffee, Rick Brandelli. Rick, welcome to the show. First, thanks for serving. Thanks for being a firefighter. You were a firefighter for over 38 years. And I'm always curious when people, go into these jobs where you really are serving your community, you're putting other people in front of yourself. What is it that inspired you in particular to join the fire department?
Well, fire department, actually, it's a family affair. I'm out of a family of firefighters. My dad's a retired captain, and so is my brother. But, the funny thing is, I never really thought of fire department as a career. My brother, he's probably wearing a fire hat coming out of the womb, so he always wanted to be a firefighter.
Was
but
he older or younger?
He is 2 years older than me.
Okay.
I mean, I call him Ricky Rescue, even though my name's Rick. But in college, my major was construction management, and during that time, I joined a volunteer fire department just to check my options, and I ended up loving it. So I changed my career to fire science and got out of construction management, and I got hired. I actually got hired pretty young, got lucky. So yeah, I turned 21 in the training tower. So here I am.
What was it that you loved so much about it?
It's a giving back, it's a helping. I mean, when you save somebody's life, there's no feeling like that. I mean, you took that person from sure death to be with their family, maybe, 30, 40 more years, or even a few more months. It doesn't matter. It's just a great, satisfying feeling. There's nothing like it.
Yeah. Well, you say that you would not be the person you are today if not for the fire department. So what do you mean by that?
Well, I meant by that is that I say more of I won't say giver, but I like to help. I love to help. A little too much sometimes. I mean, I'll volunteer to help. So I don't think if I didn't have that fire career behind me of helping and helping and helping, because that's all we do. We just help. So that's kind of drifted over to my personal life,
And is that how you operate, at home as well? Are you always helping? Because I got to be honest with you, Rick, I like the idea of that.
I am always helping. And, that's why now I'm retired. It kind of rolls over into retirement because I could be out fishing or golfing or just enjoying my life because I set up myself pretty good. But I want to be able to give back to the career that's been so great to me, that actually helped shape me and form my personality. And I kind of joke around a little too much sometimes. That comes from the fire department because guys are always joking around, and that's actually a way of venting, per se. You come back from
dealing with all the things that you have to deal with, right? It's a way to process stuff. I imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's our only outlet because we can't take it home with us. I used to, as a young fireman, come home and tell my wife everything I saw because she was excited to hear, what'd you see? What'd you do? And then she confided to me, said, for 2 weeks, I've been having nightmares about that incident you told me about. And that's when I cut that off because they don't have to suffer for that. So my only outlet was the fire crew.
I was going to ask you, not to drum up old memories or things that were, kind of tragic or anything, but there must be moments in your career. 38 years is a long time where you had these moments that impacted you and that changed you. Are there any, rescues or fires that you recall that really impacted your life?
Well, you know what? The first one comes to mind. There are a lot of incidents that did, but the one that really impacted my life to where I am today, right now, doing this was a suicide death of a fellow fire captain.
Oh, wow.
He was on his way to work and decided to end his life. And he was approaching close to retirement too, a little bit. We were about 10 years away, both of us. And he ended his life. And that kind of opened my eyes because he was the kind of guy that everybody loved, disliked by nobody, super smart. Super intelligent guy and a good looking, everything going for him. Everybody looked up to him, and he ended his life. And that kind of opened my eyes to PTSD and started researching it and checking into it. And I didn't realize the extent of it. I just thought, just bad memories. You can just kind of push them out of your mind and forget about them. But it goes deeper than that for some folks. And
Absolutely.
some guys actually, when I started coming out with this, to help firefighters and bring awareness to the PTSD, some guys have been reaching out to me and thanking me for bringing this to light.
Wow.
It's just not talked about because we're thought of as Superman. We just go in, save the day, move on to the next one. And, I've had people tell me that we're the knights in shining armor. I mean, literally. I mean, I was a young fireman, it's like beautiful gal telling me I'm a knight in shining armor. I didn't know how to take it. I thought she was coming on to me, but she was serious because another person later in life told me the same thing. And they kind of realized that, we think we're Supermen sometimes because nothing affects us.
Well, it's so interesting to hear you say all of that because my husband and I had someone who we were very close to, who it's kind of as described. You described this fire captain, great looking guy, incredibly successful, smart, liked by everyone. And he took his own life. And it kind of reminds you in those moments that we're all dealing, Rick, with something. And you don't always know. People don't always wear it on their sleeve. And maybe it's a reminder just to give people a little grace every now and again. And I love that you have now taken that on, though, the PTSD aspect of, firefighters and first responders. I mean, you guys really do see things that I don't know. I don't want to use the word normal, but it's not normal to day in and day out kind of come upon these situations and see really traumatic events and have to respond to them and have to help in those moments. So I think it's always something that I took away from that, as awful as it was, which is like, you never know. Just because somebody seems okay on the outside, they seem like they have it all together, you really never know. Everybody's kind of dealing with their own things at any given time. And maybe we all need to just give each other a little bit of grace, right? Okay, we're going to get back to all of that on the show, but I really want to tell you about Strong Cell. Strong Cell is a great tasting, refreshing daily supplement drink in a simple 2-ounce sip, and it's packed. It's packed with clean, healthy ingredients, and this is important, NADH. It's one of the most powerful nutrients that your cells need to absolutely thrive. Here's the reality. As much as we don't want to admit it, as we age, our cellular health starts to break down, which can mean a lot of things: low energy, brain fog, aging-related issues. But with Strong Cell, your cells can get what they need and your entire body wakes up. This is natural, sustained energy. It's mental clarity and that feeling of being recharged from the inside out. Here's the truth. Every vital organ in your body runs on healthy cells. And if your cells aren't working, then you're not working either. So you need to try Strong Cell. Go to strongcell.com and learn more about how Strong Cell can help you feel like you again. That's try Strong Cell, TRYSTRONGCELL.com, and use discount code LARA at checkout to save 20%. Mike Lindell and MyPillow employees want to thank my listeners for all of your continued support. Mike has a passion to help everyone get the best sleep of their life, and he didn't stop by creating the best pillow. He's also created the best bed sheets ever. Mike is offering the best deal on his Percale bed sheets. You can get a set for as low as $24.98. The MyPillow Percale sheets are breathable and have a cool, crisp feel. They have deep pockets to fit over any mattress, and they look and feel great, which means an even better night's sleep for me, which is crucial for my busy schedule. Also, for a limited time, when your order is over $100, you will receive $100 in free digital gifts. Go to MyPillow.com and use promo code TRUMP to receive the MyPillow Percale sheets for as low as $24.98. Order now or call 800-624-3945 and use promo code TRUMP.
That would be nice. And, also it's not just firefighters, it's cops. They see the same thing.
Of course. Yeah.
We're on scene for the worst of the worst that people can do to each other, or accidents, or just most tragic things in your life. And we see firsthand, up close and personal. So
yeah.
So I'm going to give a shout out to the cops, because we're not the only ones that see that stuff.
Anyone who serves, I'm incredibly grateful for, and I know that there are so many of us around this country who feel that way. So tell me about Fireman's Brew Coffee. Why did you decide to start? What was it about coffee? What's the whole thing here?
Well, other than I like coffee, and I'm drinking one right now.
Same. Oh, I wish I was.
It was a bonding thing at the firehouse because there's always a pot of coffee on, especially after a big incident. We'll fire up the coffee and just kind of chit chat over that. It's kind of our way of see, not de-escalating, just calm it
Mm-hmm.
down, just to
Yeah.
talk. And coffee is a perfect bonding mechanism. Otherwise, go to a bar and having a beer bonding, that you can't do that on the firehouse. So coffee is
Right.
the next best thing.
This is a little better if you gotta maybe run out to an emergency than having a couple of cocktails.
Yeah.
And it supports firefighters, right? So you started this coffee. It started at the firehouse, but now it's focusing on mental health as we're just discussing.
Yeah, yeah, and it's primarily focused on mental health because of that incident that my friend happened to him. But it's also
Hmm.
not just the mental health. We've partnered up with Fire Family Foundation, and they help out with the guys that are just need assistance, medical care, even mental health, just anything other than also the mental health aspect of it. But I am focusing mainly on the mental health because of my friend. And another matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, another good friend, he committed suicide, just retired.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah,
Wow.
it's 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 a lot more prevalent than I thought. I mean, that might
Hmm.
PTSD might not be the cause of it, but it might be just the straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing. I don't know, but I don't know. I just like giving back. So anyway, that's why the coffee is here. So every bag that we sell, we like to give back at least a minimum of 10% of profits to help fellow firefighters. And here's an interesting statistic. I don't like to drag on, but 67% of firefighters in the United States are volunteers.
Is that right? Wow. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
yeah, and
That's yeah. What a commendable thing to do. And I,
yeah,
I remember one of my friends growing up, her dad was a volunteer firefighter. Wow, 67%. And look, they're putting themselves in harm's way. They're kind
for
of
free.
putting themselves in the face of these traumatic events to then have to process it later. And so I love that with, your Fireman's Brew coffee, people can give back. They can pick up some delicious coffee and give back to say thank you, really, to our first responders out there. I want to ask you, the situation in Texas where we saw those horrific floods. I mean, that's something I continued every time I saw it. Obviously, you think about the families and the way this impacted them who lost loved ones, the parents of those girls at the summer camp. But I also think about the first responders, the firefighters who are out there, the Coast Guard, officers who are out there, the swimmers and the divers and the people who, Rick, they're at a certain point, it's not a rescue mission anymore, right? It's a retrieval of bodies. Like,
Yeah.
tell me about how that impacts someone in this line of work.
Well, they will not. They'll come out a different person. Yeah, those memories will never go away. See a dead child, especially if you have a child
Oh,
around that age,
yeah.
you're not going to be the same. You'll always have that memory with you, and you just got to be able to deal with it, process it, and talk about it. Talk about it with other first responders because they're the only ones that'll really get it. You talk to like I did with my wife back then. She couldn't relate. She wasn't there, and it was giving her nightmares. So they'll be changed people. They'll be a lot
Yeah.
closer to their kids. I guarantee they'll go home and first thing they'll do is hug their children.
Yeah, it is. It's something I continue to think about to see, the way at the very beginning everybody kind of came together and hustled around to try and rescue. But a few days, a week goes by, and unfortunately, you realize that this is no longer a rescue mission. It's so much worse, and
Oh, yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
grateful there are people out there who do that job. Because honestly, Rick, I could never imagine doing that. It is far beyond my capacity to do. So incredibly grateful for all the folks in Texas and the people who went down to volunteer,
God
all of
bless
it.
them.
God bless them. Really amazing. Where can people find the coffee though to get back to it? Because look, we want to help. we love a good cup of coffee, but if we can also, help with some of our first responders and mental health out there, where can we pick up your coffee?
Well, every bag portion does go back to helping firefighters. So you just know when you are buying it, you are giving back in your own way, even though you get a nice cup of coffee. But we can be found on Amazon and our website, fireman'sbrew.com. And plus, we also have some pretty cool swag on there, some hats and bottle openers and other things to get on our website. So fireman'sbrew.com or Amazon.
I love it. Well, give me some good stuff just to round us out here. To anybody out there, a young kid who might look to you and say, that is so cool, I want to be a firefighter one day. What would you say to them? Would you encourage them to take on that profession?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. And I had an interview a few weeks ago in his armed services radio, and I said, hey, all you guys, if you're get ready to come out of the service, do a ride along in a fire station and just see if you like it. I mean, because our best employees were ex-military, but I would encourage kids to check it out. And it is very satisfying, like I said in the beginning, saving someone's life or just helping someone in their time of need. Because when they call 911, it's not just to chat and say hello. It's something they can't handle on their own. So they call us, and we come and fix that problem. And it is the internal satisfaction you just can't describe. It's almost I wouldn't say spiritual experience, but it's up there. It's up there.
I could see that. You're there. These are people who are close to maybe going back to meet God at some point, and you guys are there to help keep them here with us a little bit longer. So I can certainly understand that. I always wonder though, whenever I see these fire trucks driving around, did you ever get to drive the fire truck, Rick?
Oh God, yeah, I did that for 14 years.
Oh,
I love that.
Is it so cool? Is it as cool as I think it is?
Yes, and more.
Yeah, that's got to be a really fun time. Everybody's getting out of your way when you're coming through in a fire truck too.
Most people, but it's pretty cool going against traffic or running red lights safely, of course.
Yeah.
But, yeah, all the rules of the road don't apply. But it is fun.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's very loud.
Well, it's very, I know. We hear it coming from far. So you guys on the truck, obviously.
Yeah, I would never live near a fire station.
Yeah, no, exactly. You must have some hearing issues on the other side. Well, Rick, we really appreciate your time today. Again, thank you for serving. Thank you for putting others' lives ahead of yours. And thank you for giving back now. So we appreciate everything. It's Fireman's Brew Coffee. You can pick it up and do something good. Do you have a website or anything, Rick?
Yeah, it's all fireman'sbrew.com is our website.
Fireman'sbrew.com. Make sure you go pick up some coffee. Great gift. You can tell people not only you're going to have some great coffee that we gave back as well. So, Rick, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Take care. Be well, and give our best to all the firefighters out there in LA. We appreciate them very much. I know they've had a lot on their hands as of late, so we're incredibly appreciative. All right, that's going to do it for us for this episode of The Right View. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and follow, and we'll see you back here next time for more. And I won't back